Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about a question I was asked in one of my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order streams. And that question is, do I want a sequel to the Justice League, and I think they meant the Zack Snyder version, or another Star Wars movie? And here's the thing. I've only seen one Justice League movie in terms of live action, and that's Joss Whedon's movie. If that movie gets a sequel, I'll watch it, but let's face it, the Joss Whedon movie was not all too good. I mean, it could have been better, so that's what I'm saying. Now we're basing it off of just the the Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League. I personally have not seen it yet. I do not have HBO Max. I want to have HBO Max so I can better answer this question, and maybe after I watch the Snyder cut, maybe I'll do an update video to see if my view has changed on this subject. So, but I have enjoyed watching Man of Steel, and I think that is one of the best DCEU movies, alongside with Wonder Woman. I have watched Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice when it was in theaters. It was looking back at it as a whole, it was it's an okay movie. There are definitely parts in there that I like any scene that has Wonder Woman in it. It's my favorite scene. Yes, I'm a simp for Gal Gadot, and Wonder Woman is my favorite DC character, or it's my favorite Justice League character. My favorite DC characters has to be a tie between Batman and the Green Arrow. But my favorite Justice League member is Wonder Woman. And yes, I'm aware we had on-screen Wonder Woman before with Patty Jenkins, I think one. I might be confusing her name with the Star Wars person's name, but the person who was Wonder Woman in the old Wonder Woman show that had a crossover with the Adam West Batman series. So I do know there was at least one on-screen portrayal of Wonder Woman. But seeing her in movie form was something else, and I really loved every scene that Wonder Woman was in. I still think they rushed putting out the Justice League a bit too soon, because I feel like we should have gotten either an Aquaman movie or a Cyborg movie prior to the Justice League. Now, from what I've heard from the Snyder cut, we do get more about Cyborg. And if that's the case, then I'll go easy on the whole Cyborg intro. But I think we should have gotten at least an Aquaman movie, because not many people know his backstory, and potentially a Flash movie. I think fans would have been able to tell the difference between the Arrowverse, the Flash, and the DCEU Flash. People are smart enough. I have faith in people. Even the normies. I have faith in the normies. So, based from Batman v Superman and Man of Steel, without seeing Snyder's Cut Justice League, I would be up to seeing a Snyder Cut Justice League 2. But yet again, I want to watch the movie to more fairly judge this question. Now, with that said, and the reason why I'm saying that, I will be up to see a Justice League 2 without even seeing the first one yet, as of yet, because I don't have HBO Max yet, is because I can feel the love that Zack Snyder has for the characters. And I can feel that, and I want, and if he has that much love and could get a fan base to bring his version of the Justice League to be on HBO Max, sure, I want to see it, Justice League 2. Taking a break from Justice League for a bit. Moving to Star Wars, because that is the other part of the question between which one I'd rather see, Justice League 2 or Star Wars movie. Depends on who's writing it. First of all, depending on the character as well. Like, for example, sure, I would love to see an Ahsoka movie. Sure, I'd like to see this like movie or trilogy that explains some of the things like Luke did shortly after Return of the Jedi. Sure, I would, we're getting a Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I would still love an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie or trilogy. I would, sure, bring out, since Star Wars is notorious of bringing people back, kind of like Arrow, why not Mace Windu? I mean, it's been like, since 2005, when Revenge of the Sith came out, it's been speculated. It's been this fan thing to say, did Mace Windu survive the fall? Or didn't he survive the fall? So, I would be up to see a Mace Windu movie that's set after the events of Revenge of the Sith. Maybe like a Qui-Gon prequel. Like how, like, goes into Phantom Menace. I would love to see an Old Republic movie or trilogy or saga. I would love to see like a CGI movie potentially of like Princess Leia. Kind of taking it either before the original trilogy or after the original trilogy. So, and I could go on and on and on which characters and time periods I would love to see. I'm sure I'll also be up if they respect the fans more than, well, the people behind the sequel trilogy has respect for the fans. Sure, I would love to see a movie or trilogy that is set after the sequel trilogy. And if they can turn people like me, who is like about most of the Star Wars or most of the sequel trilogy characters, and make us love, at least enjoy them to a certain extent, then yeah, I'll be up for them to make another sequel trilogy that's set after the sequel trilogy, about like 10-ish years. But also, I would accept one that has like nothing to do with the Skywalker saga and the Palpatine trilogy, and set maybe like still takes place like right after, but not really having like mention those events, or maybe take place thousands of years or whatever after. I'll be up for that if they can respect the fans, if they can not force down their political beliefs down our throats, because no fan will want that. No fan will want that. If you want to throw down your political beliefs, don't do it in Star Wars. Make your own franchise, then, that deals with your political beliefs. And sure, you can say Star Wars has politics in it, but it wasn't George Lucas saying, hey, well, guys, I'm going to shove my politics down your throat. If you don't like it, too bad. And, hell, I would love to see the Lucas cut of the sequel trilogy. Now, if they do that, then I don't know if Harrison Ford wanted to come back, and I'm pretty like he probably will if George Lucas is there. Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, maybe he'll come back if George Lucas runs things. Carrie Fisher's dead, so either they will have to like CGI her a bit, or have her die in between the events of Return of the Jedi and whatever episode George Lucas version of Episode 7 would be, or recast her, recast Leia. So there's like multiple pathways they can go in, and I would be up to seeing a new Star Wars movie. Yes, I would be up to seeing a new Star Wars movie, depending on the character, depending on the time era, and depending on the person. Because if it's a character that I don't really care about, like for example, what's a character I don't really care about? Like for example, like I'm trying to think. Admiral Piet was in the original trilogy. Sure, he was an interesting character, but I personally do not care about him getting his own movie. I rather like read about his backstory, but I don't really care about getting his own backstory. And I think that's why Solo failed. I think that's why Solo lost money. Hashtag Solo lost money. Because as cool as a character as Han Solo is, I don't think anybody wanted to see a Han Solo movie that's about his younger years. Or if they... And, before I continue, and I think they kind of screwed up by not giving us an actor that resembled Harrison Ford. If they gave us an actor that resembled Harrison Ford more than the actor that we had in Solo, it could have also made a bit more money. Also, Kathleen Kennedy in the middle of it saying, "Yeah, I don't like," or when it's like mostly done saying, "Yeah, I don't like what you guys doing. You need to go back on the writing board." That did not help, and that hurts my faith in Lucasfilm currently. So, at the moment, I would say, even though I have not seen the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League yet, I would say Justice League sequel, Zack Snyder's edition. But again, like I said, depends on which Star Wars movie, depends on who's directing that Star Wars movie. Because as you guys know, I'm a nerd. I love the DC movies. I have read a few of the books, read a few of the Marvel books. Love the MCU for the most part, except for like Captain Marvel and I love, like, my favorite Marvel character is Spider-Man. I love the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. He's the Spider-Man for me. I enjoyed the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I enjoyed the Tom Holland Spider-Man too. I love the first 6 Star Wars movie. I love the Clone Wars, both series and movie. I enjoy Rebels. I really love Rogue One. That's my favorite Disney Star Wars movie. And in isolation, I do enjoy The Force Awakens. And I did enjoy myself watching Solo. And I did enjoy, like, certain parts of The Last Jedi. Not many. Same with Rise of Skywalker. But for the most part, Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi were And even though I just admitted that I enjoyed myself while watching Solo, it was an in movie too. It was a fun adventure movie, but for Star Wars standards, it was in. So at the moment, if you're wanting an answer from me right now, based on what I've seen from like Zack Snyder with Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, and what I've seen from Disney Star Wars, if you're wanting an answer, a definite answer right now, then I will have to be Team Justice League, Team Snyder, regardless of my regardless of like what had happened between like his the situation where he could have worded his words better or worded his statement better in the Snyder Cut suicide prevention stream. That would happen on Uche Waneri's channel that had some backlash. I'm still on team. I will be Team Snyder after like, in terms of like everything I've seen from Batman vs Superman and Man of Steel, and based off what I've seen from Disney Star Wars, like with the exception of Rogue One, Rebels, Clone Wars Season 7, Mandalorian, like in terms of like the show. And the sequel trilogy, how they reacted to the critics, how they treated Gina Carano. I have to side with Snyder, the Snyder Cut, Justice League Part 2. That's for me. But what do you guys want to see? Do you, even if you guys have not seen all of Disney Star Wars, even if you guys haven't seen Justice League, the Snyder Cut, if you had to choose one, which would you choose to see? A new Star Wars movie? Or a new Justice League movie? Like a Justice League 2? And which first on Justice League? The Snyder Cut or the Whedon Cut? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And as Star Wars says, may the Force be with us all. And be kind to one another. Love you guys.